Welcome to this first session on renewable energy strategies and policies. What is the rationale for the massive use of renewable energy sources? You have global consideration like energy security or mitigation of climate change, and you have local consideration like job creation or avoidance of regional pollution. For instance, negative impact of extractive industries or impact of electricity generation on air quality. Renewable energy are considered as energy of the 21st century. They are considered as clean, safe compared to the dirty and riskier sources of energy like coal or gas or oil. Energy security can reduce geopolitical dependency. Renewable can also be a factor of improvement of macroeconomic indicators when their share increase in the energy mix, because they reduce transfer to oil-rich countries, but also because the diversification of the energy portfolio reduces exposure to fluctuation. So it's not just about energy shortage. A small increase in fossil prices can yield sizable economic losses through unemployment and lost income. As demonstrated by some authors, all GDP effect can be, for instance, like a 10% increase will have an impact on the economy, which can be translated in a loss of 0.5 to 2.5 GDP growth during 3-5 quarters after the oil price increase, and with a recovery only after 7 quarters. So it's not just about high price, it's about volatility, which creates uncertainty, which has a cost. Now, climate change. There has been a huge increase of carbon emission since the start of the Industrial Revolution, but with an acceleration after the Second World War. Electricity plants are the first source of carbon emission. Therefore, policymakers will target them in priority, will target the electricity sector in priority, because it is easier to target few big electricity companies and to provoke change in the electricity than, for instance, to target the road transport and millions of users of the road. So we have, as it can be shown on this table, mainly two groups of renewable energy, energy sources. The first one in blue, the blue cycle, have a big impact in terms of carbon emission, even when, and it is important to notice, with CCS, with carbon storage, that reduces the carbon emission, but that does not eliminate carbon emission. And then you have a second group of energy sources, the renewable one, like biomass, wind, hydro, solar, plus nuclear. You can notice that wind, for instance, as it is shown on this table, is already quite competitive, and we'll come back to that, to this point on the later module. So all the assumptions on this table are made with a price of barrel of oil at 50-60 US dollar, and as we know, we are currently at a far higher price. Renewable energy may be the source of energy for electricity generation of the future, but they are still very marginal when you consider the global share for production of electricity. They are involved only in 3%. So apart hydro, and hydro 15%, and then you have nuclear, and the majority is fossil fuel. Nevertheless, there have, especially during recent years, there's been a spectacular growth of renewable energy. So many solar PVs with 70-80%, wind, and other sources of renewable energy sources. So So now renewable energies can be considered to be out of their ghetto, and this is mainly due to support mechanisms which have been able to increase the share of renewable energy in a lot of countries.